Hi everyone, welcome to Attari Classes. Let's go to the next interview question. What is a subscription in Azure? An Azure subscription is an agreement between you and Azure, and you agree to use Azure services. It acts like a logical container for billing. The bills and invoice are generated at the subscription level, and it helps in tracking usage and cost. Let's try to understand this. So, my dear friends, what happened? When you see Azure, and when you go to the Azure portal, that is portal.azure.com, inside the Azure, an account is there. So you go to portal.azure.com, you log in into your account. But after logging into the account, you should have a subscription. You have to look out for a subscription. A subscription is very important. If I do not have a subscription, can I use Azure services like server, storage, networking? No, you cannot use any of the Azure service. Subscription is important. Like the way you have Netflix subscription, Amazon Prime subscription, similarly, Azure says we have a concept of subscription. And subscription is an agreement between you and Azure, and you agree to use Azure services. So valid active subscription is required. Then whatever resources you use, for example, you create a server in this subscription and you use it for 1 hour, the bill will come and you will see the bill, also known as the invoice, at the subscription level. And then you will see that, okay, this particular server, for example, there was a web server you have used for 1 hour and you have to pay example 100 rupees for that usage. So subscription is very important. It is like a logical container for billing. So the bill comes at the subscription level, and then you can go to the bill. Then you can see the charges, what charges are being applied for your resources, that you can see in the bill. So my dear friend, one more interesting thing here. When you create a free trial subscription, meaning for practice purpose, I want to practice Azure. Azure gives you a free trial account. In that, they give you a free trial subscription. And that subscription has a credit of $200 for 30 days. Meaning for 30 days, you can enjoy the $200. Whatever you create, Azure will not charge you. Azure will minus that from the $200 credit which they have given to you. So for practice purpose, if you want to practice, then you should go to Google and you should search Azure free tier account, and you should create a free tier account in Azure, because practice makes a man perfect, woman more perfect. Now, coming to our point, so account, subscription, and then inside the subscription, what is there? Inside the subscription, the resource group is there. Resource group is a logical container for resources. And inside this resource group, you have your resources like your server, storage, load balancer, network, public IP, a lot of different kind of services. Sorry, a lot of different kind of resources are there. So all the resources are inside the resource group. And the resource group is created inside the subscription. If you don't have the subscription, forget about creating resource group, forget about creating resources. Okay. So subscription plays a very important role. Now coming back to our interview question, what is an Azure subscription? An Azure subscription is an agreement between you and Azure, and you agree to use Azure services. It acts like a logical container for billing. Bill and invoice are generated at the subscription level, and it helps in tracking usage, that how much you have used and what is the cost. For example, you have created a server and you use it for 1 hour, and what is the cost for that? That will all be seen at the subscription level where the bill is generated. So in the bill you can see, and the bill is generated at the subscription level. So my dear friends, I hope you got a good understanding, a simple understanding about Azure subscription. To learn more about Azure Cloud and Azure subscriptions in more details, a lot of things are there in Azure subscriptions in more details. If you want to learn more, then you can go to our website lms.attariclasses.in and you can go to the Azure Cloud course, and there we have given 2 free lectures for free. Okay, for more information you can contact the support team. So bye everyone.